Are we live? It looks like we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Pop Culture Asylum. I'm your host, Gabriel. I hope everyone is having a great day today. I definitely did, and I hope everyone who is watching this review is also having a great day as well. And man, it's Wednesday. You know what that means. AEW Dynamite was tonight, specifically Fight for the Fallen, and my God, this was a fun show tonight. This was a very, very fun show from top to bottom. Like, I, honest to God, enjoyed myself. Like, I enjoyed every AEW show. But my God, this show, man. Like, this show was already fun in and of itself, like, going into it. But my God, they went beyond my expectations. Like, this was a fun show, in my opinion. This was a very fun, very eventful show. Awesome shit by AEW. And honestly, I cannot wait to review this review because there is so much I want to talk about during this show tonight. But before I review AEW Dynamite tonight, I do need to address something real quick. So there has been some worrying news today about AEW and just professional wrestling in general. And it's about COVID-19. And specifically, AEW is actually kind of worried about COVID coming back, which which is very worrisome. And now this article is coming from bodyslam.net. And yeah, if you guys want to read the article for yourself, the link is in the description. But here's what it has to say. This is coming from bodyslam.net.com. With new cases of the Delta variant of the COVID virus rising every day, cities and states across the country have begun installing new mask and virus testing mandates. With more seemingly coming, there is an eternal concern within AEW about plans going forward. While speaking to sources within, I was told that AEW is extremely concerned about the recent surge in COVID cases, possibly disrupting their events for Chicago, New York City, St. Louis, and beyond. Over the last week, discussions have ramped up internally as COVID cases have begun exploding across the country. This has caused AEW to begin conversations about what to do if there is a shutdown, up to and including a potential prolonged return to Daly's Place in Jacksonville once again. Additionally, I was told that it was all hands on deck type of situation currently. But ultimately, Tony has to make a decision about what is right for the talent, staff, and especially the fans. With the CDC now recommending national mask guidelines, the concern is that it's only a matter of time before they recommend the banning of large gatherings. I was told that right now the biggest concerns are the status of the upcoming shows in Chicago and New York City. Okay, as both cities have been proactive in regards to preventive measures as an attempt to stop the recent surges of new cases. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, that's a very interesting last name, but okay, has recently said that a number of Chicago's daily cases have reported could necessitate, if I'm saying that correctly, the reinstatement of the city max mandates, as well as other potential restrictions. As for New York, the city would not require oh my God, I can't say that, workers to get vaccinated, or they would face weekly COVID-19 tests. As for St. Louis, the city and county has also reinstated an indoor mask mandate on Monday in an attempt to stop the spread of COVID-19. So internally, AEW is continuing with their existing plans, but they are paying close and constant attention to what local authorities in Chicago and in Cook County, as well as other part of the county, are doing, as the company has potentially some of the biggest events in their history slated over the next few months. We will keep you updated if we hear anything more about the future of AEW's upcoming events with possible shutdown across the country looming. Credit to Cassidy Haynes of bodyslam.net. Again, if you guys want to read the full article for yourself, the link is in the description. But yeah, this is a bit worrisome. Very, very worrisome. And this is not this is beyond AEW at this point. This is worrisome for professional wrestling. Doesn't matter if you're a WWE fan, AEW fan, Impact, New Japan. This is worrisome. Very, very worrisome. And I hope it doesn't come to this point. I really hope it doesn't get worse. Because we just got the fans back. We just got the fans back. Okay, so now, yeah. Now, I'm just going to say this. For the people watching, please, 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 I recommend you guys get the COVID vaccine. Okay, I already did. Okay, and please, please, all I ask is for you to get the COVID-19 vaccine. Okay. Now, if there's certain people that can't do it because some people are either young or they have some medical conditions that can't handle the COVID-19 vaccine. And that's fine. That's fine. Okay. And if you can't do that for those specific reasons, then that's perfectly fine. But for the people that are nothing wrong with them and are in age to get the vaccine, come on, man. Please get the vaccine. Please. It's just one shot. One shot. Okay. And that's it. Okay. One shot and that's it. Okay. Please. Please. I beg you guys. If you guys have not got your COVID vaccine shot yet, please do. Please do. Okay, that's all I'm asking. I'm not gonna go anymore because the last thing I want is to handle is to deal with any controversy or some anti-vaccinators going after my ass because I'm recommending people should get the COVID-19 vaccine. Yeah, I please, if you guys are watching this video, you can do whatever you want, but please, I do recommend that you guys get the COVID-19 vaccine. Okay, if you are of age and if you don't have any health problems, please get the COVID-19 vaccine because I want these wrestling events to continue. Okay, I want to go to live events. Hell, I'm going to SmackDown in Tampa in a week or two. I don't want that to get canceled. Please, please get the COVID-19 vaccine. Okay, please. That's all I ask. So that's all I got to say about that. So without further ado, enough talking about negative stuff, let's talk about Fight for the Fallen. Like I said, this was a very fun show tonight. Very, very fun show. So without further ado, let's get this review underway. So right off the bat, we got the Elite going against Adam Page and the Dark Order. And the Dark Order. And if Hangman Adam Page and the Dark Order wins, then they get title shots at the Elite's championship because currently Omega is the world champion, the Young Bucks are the tag team, AEW tag champs, and of course Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows are the Impact tag team champions. So if Adam Page and the Dark Order wins, then they will all get title shots at the Elite's titles. And this is like a 5-on-5 Survivor Series style match. And my God, before we even talk about the match itself, the entrances were freaking amazing. They were pay-per-view style, especially Adam Page and the Dark Order. I thought that was incredible. Basically saying, oh, what it means to be a cowboy. And there's this inspirational speech. And it was so cool. So cool. Love that entrance. And then the Elite came out wearing freaking Toon Squad clothes, dressing up like the Toon Squad from Space Jam, wearing instead of Toon Squad, said Elite Squad. And my God, I thought that was cool. So there was that. And this was a great match to start the show. Great match to start the show. And I really like how they handle this. Right off the bat, the only champion that got pinned in this matchup was Carl Anderson. And I thought that was perfectly fine by me. Luke Gallows got eliminated by countout. Most of the Dark Order got eliminated, except for Hangman Adam Page. Though the Evil Uno, Sue Grayson, and John Silver, like, my God, like, they were going crazy in that matchup. Like, my goodness, like, if the Dark Order is just so over. Like, Brody Lee, like, this may be the Dark Order's best performance in all of AEW, in my opinion. And Brody Lee must be smiling from the heavens. Like, this was an amazing, this was the best Dark Order performance I have ever seen. Like, they gave it their freaking A game tonight. But unfortunately, the A game was not enough, as most of the Dark Order got eliminated, except for Hangman Adam Page. And even though the matchup was great, the final few minutes is where shit was amazing. Like, so the final few men for this matchup is Adam Page, representing him and the Dark Order, and Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. So basically, Adam Page, like, if he wants to get a title shot at Kenny Omega, he has to eliminate 3 of his former best friends. That is awesome storytelling right there. And like, Heyman Adam Page was fighting for his life. He eliminated Matt Jackson, but despite his best efforts, it was not enough, as Kenny Omega takes out Adam Page and surprisingly picks up the win. The Elite picks up the win over Adam Page. My goodness. My goodness. Like, first of all, this was a great match. I do recommend you guys go out of your way to watch, because this was an incredible matchup between all 10 men. But yeah, I'm surprised the Elite picked up the victory. But and I know some people are kind of disappointed that Hangman Adam Page didn't win, but like, let this play out. AEW is not like WWE. Okay, I think I have more faith in AEW. Okay, now, like, they might save, they still might do Omega versus Page for All Out, or they might save that for the future. Then they maybe do Punk versus Omega, maybe Bryan versus Omega All Out. Possibilities. But I don't know. Anything can happen. Like, All Out is still like a couple weeks away, so we still got a lot of time. But yeah, honestly, I don't mind that, because it just makes the people want Omega versus Page even more, which I really, really like. I really like the slow build up, and awesome stuff by all 10 men. The Elite surprisingly pick up the victory. And I do recommend you guys go out of your way to watch this matchup, because this was a great opener by all 10 men, in my opinion. So after that, we get an interview with Pac. And of course, he's all by himself. He said that the Lucha Bros was on his way, but again, their flights got delayed by none other than Chavo Guerrero and Andrade. But Andrade and Chavo said that, oh, they're going to be in the building tonight, but they're going to come in style, in limos. Which, by the way, we didn't see the Lucha Bros for the rest of the night, so I thought that was weird. So we didn't see the Lucha Bros, but you can see that AEW is kind of teasing that faction with Andrade and the Lucha Bros, and I'm all for it. Okay, and again, Andrade El Idolo versus Pac at All Out, bro. If that's not a money match, I don't know what is. Okay, awesome segment by both men. After that, we get the Ricky Starks FTW Championship Pate. And my God, Ricky Stark looks like a freaking star, man. Like, he looks great with a championship, with the FTW title. He comes into the ring, he's celebrating, and he cut a really great promo by absolute Ricky Starks, Mr. Stroke Daddy himself. Okay, and then all of a sudden, Brian Cage comes out. And obviously he takes down some of the people with instruments, because there were people with instruments like playing for Ricky Stark's party, and like he hit one guy with the drum, and then he broke the trombone. And the funny part about it is that Jim Ross said that trombones have no place in wrestling. And Xavier Woods sent out two tweets. One of them is like a video saying like, "Oh, I took that personally," and I thought that was funny. With with fucking Jim Ross saying that trombones have no place in wrestling, and Xavier Woods saying that, "Oh, I took that personally." So that just confirms that that number one, Xavier Woods watches AEW, which is awesome, which is really really awesome. And like, yeah, I thought that was awesome right there. Very small interaction. Very, very cool interaction by Xavier Woods, actually interacting with something that is AEW based. I thought that was pretty cool. Now, Xavier Woods is not all elite. Okay, so the people that are confused by this, no, Xavier Woods is not all elite. It's just Xavier Woods sent out two tweets after Jim Ross said trombones have no place in wrestling. I thought that was very cool. If you guys want to see the tweets, they're on Twitter right now on Xavier Woods' page. But yeah, I thought this was a great segment. Ricky Starks retreats, Brian Cage making his statement. So who knows? We might get Brian Cage versus Ricky Starks. Maybe run it back at All Out, or maybe Brian Cage versus Will Hobbs at All Out. I don't know what they're doing, but it looks like we're gonna get Brian Cage versus a member of Team Taz at All Out, and I'm all for it. I am all for it. Yeah, very entertaining segment between Ricky Starks, Brian Cage, and just in that entire segment, awesome, awesome stuff. After that, we get an unexpected promo by none other than the ace himself of New Japan Pro Wrestling, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Hiroshi Tanahashi made his appearance in All Elite Wrestling, and holy shit. Holy shit, man. My God, Hiroshi Tanahashi. And it was announced that he would challenge the IWGP United States champion, whether it would be Lance Archer or Hikuleo, but we will get to that in a few minutes. But Hiroshi Tanahashi making his statement known in AEW, and he wants a shot at the U.S. title. So that is very, very interesting. But again, we don't know if Hiroshi Tanahashi is going to fight for the U.S. title in either AEW or New Japan Pro Wrestling. And I will explain why in a few minutes. But yeah, great stuff. Awesome. Just the fact that we got Hiroshi and a Hiroshi Tanahashi appearance in AEW, I thought that was awesome. Awesome, awesome stuff. After that, we got Santana and Ortiz versus FTR in one of the most, if not the most, anticipated matchup of the night. Like, people were excited for this matchup, and rightfully so. Hell, I was even excited for this matchup. And it was great. It was really, really great until Cash Wheeler got hurt. Now, for the first few minutes before Cash Wheeler got hurt, it was a great match. Like, I am like, the people were loving it. I was loving what I was seeing, but unfortunately, Cash Wheeler got hurt. When Cash Wheeler, like, it looked like he scraped his arm on the ring post, and it looked bad. Like, he was bleeding a lot, like right here. Like, it was bad. And then all of a sudden, the matchup was cut short when Dax Harwood did like a brain buster to Ortiz, and FTR picks up the victory. But we, from the looks of it, we all know that that is not how that matchup was supposed to end. and it was a damn shame. Damn shame. But, like, don't get me wrong, it was still a great matchup by both men. But it was a shame that it had to end short. But you know what? A wrestler's safety is more important than just the matchup at play. Okay, we need to make sure that all the wrestlers are okay and 100%. And clearly, Cash Wheeler was not 100%. And my hopes and prayers go to Cash Wheeler. I hope Cash Wheeler is okay because it looked like he's legit hurt. Like he was legit hurt. Like there was blood coming out of his arm. Like it was bad. So I really hope that Cash Wheeler is okay. FTR picks up the victory. Hopefully, maybe we could run it back at All Out and have FTR and Santana Ortiz fight at All Out. That's a possibility. But yeah, hopefully Cash Wheeler's injury is not too serious, and I hope he's okay. I really hope he's okay, and I hope Cash Wheeler has a speedy recovery because that did not look like a that did not like that looked like a serious injury, very serious injury, and yeah, I hope he has a speedy recovery. But yeah, other than that injury, I thought it was good for what it was. I thought it was still a really good matchup between Santana and Ortiz and FTR. And hopefully, we can see it again at All Out. Hopefully, we can run it back at All Out. Okay, but yeah, that's basically all I got to say on that. But other than that, very good matchup between both teams. And I hope Catch Wheeler has a speedy recovery. So that's all I got to say on that. Other than that, Britt Baker made a little interview, and my God, Britt Baker is just insane on promos. Insane on promos. Like, she has not been missing with these promos lately. Now, she didn't do any shots at WWE. So, all you people that are easily offended by that, you're fine. You're fine for this week. But, yeah, like Britt Baker, like she obviously has that wrist injury. Doesn't look too serious. Like hopefully she she's more than likely going to be 100% for All Out. So there's that. But yeah, Britt Baker put up a very good promo, very good promo in my opinion. And you guys should go back and watch. It's nothing too crazy, but again, if you love Britt Baker on the mic, then again, go out of your way to watch her promo tonight because I thought her promo was really good in my opinion. After that, we get that show announcement, which was not announced by Tony Khan, which was weird because it was advertised that Tony Khan himself would specifically make the announcement. But instead, we got Tony Schiavone. It's fine. But it has been announced that Rampage, the second show, is coming to Chicago in August 20th. So yeah, Rampage is coming to Chicago at August 20th. So that's gonna be amazing. So there's that. After that, we get an interview. Oh man, sorry. My hair is just very scratchy tonight, and I don't know why. I had to take off that hat. My goodness. So after that, we get an interview with Sting and Darby Allin. They're being interviewed, and there was it was nothing too serious until the last few words. Okay. It looked like they were teasing a Darby Allin CM Punk match in the future, maybe at Rampage. Like, because Darby Allin said, I'm willing to face all challengers, especially the best in the world. Wink, wink. Well, Darby Allin didn't do the wink, wink, but it was a teaser. Big teaser to CM Punk. Again, we don't know if it's confirmed that CM Punk's in AEW or he officially signed the dotted line, but I won't be surprised if it's true. I won't be surprised if it's true. And a CM Punk versus Darby Allin match? Bro. bro. Now that is exciting. That is very, very exciting in my opinion. Oh man, excuse me. But yeah, awesome, awesome stuff. Definitely some foreshadowing right there in the near, oh my god, future. After that, we get the IWGP United States Championship matchup on the line as Lance Archer, the Murderhawk Monster, went against Hikuleo, I think that's how you say it. And he was being accompanied by Haku, the legendary Haku. So these two men went at it. I thought this was a very good matchup between Lance Archer and Hikuleo. Now, again, remember what I said about Hiroshi Tanahashi? Whether I'm not sure if Tanahashi and Archer, oh yeah, Lance Archer defeated Hikuleo to retain the title. But we don't know if it's going to be against in AEW or in New Japan Pro Wrestling because Excalibur during the matchup said that Tanahashi will face the winner, will face the champion in Japan, like in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So we might not get the match in AEW. We might not see Hiroshi Tanahashi in AEW. Now, things might change. It could be possible that Excalibur might have made a mistake, but yeah, Excalibur didn't sound like he was making a mistake. So we'll see what happens in the next few weeks. But yeah, I hope that Hiroshi Tanahashi visits AEW because that would be fucking awesome. Go Ace. But yeah, I thought this was a great match between Lance Archer and Hikuleo again, and Lance Archer retains the IWGP United States Championship. After that, we get an interview by Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes didn't even get one word out. You know why? Because Malachi Black beat the living shit out of Cody Rhodes, and they need the help. Like Black literally need the shit out of Cody Rhodes right on the stage. And during their brawl, like people were actually cheering for Black while they were booing Cody Rhodes. So I thought that was very interesting. But Black got the upper hand, takes down Cody Rhodes, and he said right in the camera that welcome to the House of Black. So that could be it. So that's a new catchphrase for Aleister Black. But Aleister Black is a badass. It's a cool catchphrase. Welcome to the House of Black. That should be a shirt. Okay, that should be a shirt that says welcome to the House of Black. Okay, I don't mind that. So there's that. Security comes out, all the referees try to get Malachi Black away from Cody Rhodes. Ferrego del Sol comes out, trying to help Cody Rhodes. And Black just freaking Black mats the shit out of Ferrego del Sol. Like, Ferrego, he was a great seller because holy shit. That the way when Black Mass Fuego del Sol, it looked fucking brutal. Great sell by Fuego del Sol. And what a statement by Malachi Black. And of course, AEW Homecoming is next week in Jacksonville, Florida, in Daly's place, as Malachi Black will face Cody Rhodes for the first time ever. I still say that they should have saved it for All Out, but I don't mind it. But Black better win next week. Black better win. Okay, I'm sure AEW will have the common sense for Black to defeat Cody Rhodes, but just a little reminder: Black. I hope Malachi Black defeats Cody Rhodes next week. Matter of fact, a couple of people on Twitter said that they hope that Black squashes Cody Rhodes next week, and I don't mind that either. I don't mind that either. Okay, when Black squashes Cody Rhodes, that would be even better. That would be even better in my opinion. But yeah, the matchup's happening next week. Hopefully Black can squash Cody Rhodes. But yeah, great stuff. After that, we get another great promo by the TNT champion himself, the best man Miro. And it has been announced that Miro will defend the TNT championship against Lee Johnson next week. And yeah, that's going to be a really great matchup. We haven't seen Lee Johnson in a while, and I can't wait for him to fight for the TNT championship against Miro. It's not going to be an easy task, but Lee Johnson, I'm sure he's definitely going to bring his A game next week. After that, we get a little six-man action as Christian Cage with the Evanescence music, baby, with Jurassic Express going against the Hardy family office, or the members of it, and Helico, which is the return of Dance. I love Angelico's dance, and Private Party. And I thought this is a great six-man tag team match. Nothing too crazy. Christian and Jurassic Express picks up the victory over Angelico and Private Party. But after the matchup, the Blade from out of nowhere knocked Christian Cage out with the brass knuckles. So it looks like that that Matt Hardy and his group and Christian Cage and the Jurassic Express, the rivalry is obviously not over yet. So as the Blade knocked out Christian Cage. So there is that. And yeah, just the Christian Cage and Jurassic Express and the Hardy Party office rivalry continues. So there was that. Nothing too crazy there. After that, we get a little vignette by Nick Gage. And yeah, like basically it's just a small vignette saying that he's going to beat the living shit out of Chris Jericho. And yeah, we're definitely going to talk about that in a few minutes. After that, we get Thunder Rosa versus Julia Hart. And my God, Thunder Rosa is back on AEW and is fucking awesome. Okay. I love Thunder Rosa. To me, in my opinion, Thunder Rosa is one of the best women's wrestlers in the world. She is literally on my Mount Rushmore of women's wrestling currently. Okay. My and keep in mind my Mount Rushmore for current female wrestlers is Thunder Rosa, Sasha Banks, Miko Satomura, and Io Shirai. Okay, those are my Mount Rushmore of current female wrestlers. Like, because all four ladies are incredible in their own right. And Thunder Rosa, man, holy shit. Thunder Rosa is great. Obviously, she picks up the victory over Julia Hart. And here's now I want to address something before we continue because in now Tranquilo Club made a video about this, and I do recommend you go subscribe to Tranquilo Club. Like, if you don't know Tranquilo Club, what are you waiting for? Go watch his content. Like, he does everything. He goes over everything AEW based, and Tranquilo Club is just great. He's one of the best wrestling content creators, in my opinion. But he made a video about the women's division. And yeah, he made a very good point that ever since Double or Nothing, like AEW has not done a good job with the women's division. Like, obviously we got Britt Baker and Nyla Rose and Chris Salander and Allie, the bunny. But that's about it. Where's Hikaru Shida, who is a former AEW Women's Champion? We haven't seen her in a long time. Where's Ty Conti? Where's Big Swole? Like, holy shit, when was the last time we see Big Swole? Okay, like, where are these ladies? Okay, like, they should, like, where is Serena Deeb? Like, honestly, they should showcase more women in the AEW women's. Like, they were doing a great job, like, before Double or Nothing. Like, we had matches like Serena Deeb versus Riho, Hikaru Shida versus Ty Conti, Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker in a lights out match. Like, they were doing a great job building up all these ladies. But then all of a sudden they just stopped. And then we haven't seen Shida. We haven't seen Deeb. We haven't seen Rio. We haven't seen Conti. Like, where are these ladies? Okay. Honestly, they really need to showcase these ladies better. Okay. They need to. I want to see more women's wrestling in AEW. Okay. Because these ladies are talented. You have some of the best ladies in the world. Again, you have Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker, Riho, Serena Deeb, Hikaru Shida, Tai Conti, Layla Hirsch. Like, you got all these ladies. And 90% of them you're not even using right now. Okay, like, come on, man. You were doing such a great job before Double or Nothing, and then all of a sudden you just went downhill and you just started to become lazy with the women's division again. Okay, give us like, here's what I want AEW to do. I want AEW to give us more women's storylines. Okay, don't just give us don't just give us one or two storylines. Like, give us 3 or 4 storylines. Like, you got all these ladies, all these talented ladies, and you're barely doing anything with them. Now, I heard by like Kenny Omega, but that AEW Rampage, right? That Kenny Omega, hopefully, the women's division can be showcased more on AEW Rampage. And I hope that's the case. I really hope that's the case because these ladies are way too talented not to be on TV. Okay? Like, I want to see Shida again. I want to see Conti again. I want to see Deeb, Riho. I want to see all these ladies again. Okay? Like, all these ladies are MIA, and these are all talented ladies, and you mean to tell me you can't put them in a storyline? Like, they don't even have to fight for the women's championship, but at least give them something to do. You know what I mean? So yeah, hopefully, hopefully the booking of the women can be better in AEW because ever since after Double or Nothing, it just went downhill once again, which is a damn shame because you have a very strong women's division. Hell, the AEW women's division could be even better than the WWE women's division. It's like two ends of the spectrum right now. It's WWE. Like, WWE is giving us a lot of women's wrestling, but they're giving us shitty storylines and just shitty storylines and just like that. They're WWE is showcasing a lot of storylines and they're showcasing a lot of their ladies, but they're shitty storylines and a lot of bad booking. While on the other end of the spectrum at AEW is barely even showcasing their talent at all. And again, AEW is great when it comes to booking. AEW is great when it comes to storylines. Okay, as of right now. Okay, they always, so far in these past 2 years, they have done a great job. Okay, and I'm sure AEW can do a lot of great storylines with these ladies. Okay, don't just give us one storyline and that's it. Like, you got all these talented ladies with nothing to do. Again, you got people like Thunder Rosa, Serena Deeb, Hikaru Shida, Tai Conti, Layla Hirsch. Give them something to do. Okay, that's basically all I gotta say on that. But yeah, please, please showcase more of your women's division. That's all I gotta say on that. So now we get to the portion of the review when we go over next week's show. And so far, the matches that have been announced is, of course, Malachi Black going against Cody Rhodes, Mero going against Lee Johnson for the TNT Championship. The Bunny will go against legit Layla Hirsch. She is back. Legit Layla Hirsch is back. And my gosh, she's a freaking badass. I just wish AEW can showcase her specifically because she reminds me of, she's like a combination of both Sonya Deville and like Shayna Baszler. Like, she is the fucking Shayna Baszler of all elite wrestling. Like, she is just a freaking badass, and I'm a big fan. And just the fact that that AEW is barely using her, it's barely using 90% of these ladies at all, is just criminal. So just the fact that she's making her return next week is incredible. And the winner of this matchup between the Bunny and legit Layla Hurst will become the #1 contender for the NWA Women's Championship. And just one small thing. Why is the Bunny in a #1 contendership match? She hasn't won a matchup in a while. Okay. Matter of fact, she's been losing a lot to specifically Chris Statlander. So shouldn't it be Chris Statlander versus legit Layla Hurst for the NWA Women's Championship? I just think that's weird. I just think that's very weird. Weird. But more than likely, I think Layla Hirsch is going to win, but that's just my prediction. Bro, Serena Deeb versus Layla Hirsch for the NWA Women's Championship? Bro, take my fucking money. That sounds like an incredible, incredible matchup. Maybe even a match of the year candidate. Make sure you look out for that one. I'm definitely excited for that. Hopefully it happens. And of course, we got Christian Cage versus The Blade next week. Now, before we talk about our main event, we got a promo from Jon Moxley. And Jon Moxley called out Hiroshi Tanahashi. Moxley called out Hiroshi Tanahashi. Maybe Moxley versus Tanahashi at All Out, maybe? Maybe? Possibly? Hopefully? Hopefully, bro. If they do Jon Moxley versus Hiroshi Tanahashi at All Out, that would be fucking incredible. That would be a banger of a matchup. Okay, like a part of me hopes and prays that Jon Moxley and Hiroshi Tanahashi fights at All Out. Okay, I think that would be an amazing, amazing matchup, in my opinion. But now let's talk about the main event of the evening. As we got the second matchup in the labors of Jericho, as Chris Jericho with the return of the Painmaker baby, as he goes one-on-one against Nick Gage in a death match. And man, this was fun. I loved every second of it. You might think that I'm one twisted son of a bitch, okay? But you know what? I don't care. I loved every second of it. And again, if you guys watch my reviews, you know how much I love hardcore wrestling. And my God, this was beautiful. There was a lot of blood, a lot of freaking light tubes. Like Chris Jericho did a freaking hurricane to Nick Gage to freaking glass. Like there were some people who were cringing, and I love it. It was incredible. Awesome, awesome shit. And it was also kind of pretty risky too, because there was a lot of glass flying. Like more than likely the fans are okay, but my God, these two men absolutely beat the living shit out of each other. And I loved every second of it. And I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. This was a match of the year candidate, in my opinion. Match of the year candidate. I don't care what anyone says, in my opinion. I don't care what anyone says. In my opinion, this was a match of the year candidate between Chris Jericho and Gage. Awesome shit. It was sick. It was twisted. It was brutal. And I loved every second of it. More, please. Awesome shit, man. I wish I would have seen that live. I wish I would have seen that live. See, all the blood, all the glass, oh my God, I wish I was there live to witness that. Whoever was there at Fight for the Fallen to witness that, you are lucky. You are very, very lucky. So yeah, awesome match. Again, if you guys love hardcore deathmatch wrestling like I do, this is definitely, like, I recommend this matchup. Like, if you guys love hardcore / deathmatch wrestling, and if you guys have not seen AEW Dynamite, I do recommend you guys watch this matchup because it was brutally beautiful and I loved every second of it. But yeah, there was that. And then after that, MJF, before the show ended, announced that Jericho's third matchup. Well, the stipulation is Jericho needs to win with a move from the top rope. He needs to win with a move from the top rope. So I thought that was a very interesting stipulation. But his third matchup, he is going against Juventud Guerrera. Juventud Guerrera. Holy shit, man. Talk about old school. Like, this man is one of the best cruiserweights of all time. Like, his matches from WCW is incredible. Like, Juventud Guerrera, I would argue, is one of the best cruiserweights, not just in WCW at the time, but just period. He was that good. And like, I don't know if he's been wrestling recently. I don't know about that. But Juventud Guerrera is coming back to TNT, and he is coming to AEW to face Chris Jericho. My God. Talk about old school. Talk about fucking old school. And I'm all in for it. Chris Jericho versus Juventud Guerrera next week. My God. My God. Out of all the people, Juventud Guerrera is the last man. Is the last man I would think of to face Jericho next week. But my God, is happening. But my AEW managed to get Juventud Guerrera to face Chris Jericho. And my God, I am so hyped. I am so hyped. Like, I am so excited for next week. And hopefully, Juventud Guerrero is in great shape. But my God, I am so excited and so curious for next week, as Jericho will face Juventud Guerrero one-on-one. But overall, I thought this was a fun show tonight. I thought this was a very, very fun show tonight, in my opinion. But I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. Did you guys like tonight's show? Did you guys not like tonight's show? Was there something specifically you like? Was there something specifically you hate? I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. But yeah, in my opinion, I thought this was a very fun show tonight. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my review. Much, much appreciated. If you guys like the content that I make sure you leave a like. Make sure you leave a comment. And if you guys like the content that I make sure you subscribe and leave the notification bell so that way you don't miss any of my videos. And until next time, this is Gabriel, and I'll see you next time in the asylum. Have a nice night, everyone.